All right, welcome to another video. Today, let's talk about when to stop trying dropshipping. There is a time where you may think, man, this shit is not working. I have to stop trying. I have to close my shop. Here's the thing. First of all, I would never encourage you to fully stop with dropshipping because the concept works. You see me, I've been doing it for 6 months now, $250,000 in revenue, and I just started, right? There are a lot of people who make a lot more that I personally know, not just those YouTubers like $1 million dropshippers, whatever, but I do personally know people who make and made way more than I do. So dropshipping works. You should never really stop trying, right? You should always keep going. There's a time where your shop or your product or products may not work and you just have to move on. Now, I always encourage to build brand, right? Because if you build a brand, you're different than everyone else. You can niche down, you can charge more for your product, and you just overall have less returns. You just look better. You can sell your brand in the end. So you build a business, right? If you put a lot of effort, what I also encourage, put a lot of effort into your store and into your products and into everything. It may be hard to let go. I understand that. I've done that before, couple of times, man. I've built shops that I really loved, I looked at the shop, I scrolled through, I'm like, why is this shop not working? Because it looked great, good products. It just didn't work, okay? Now, you keep trying it. You keep trying, don't just give up, okay? I always tried my shops for at least 1 month, even longer. But there's one point where you have to realize and you have to let go. And only you really know the right point, because only you know how much effort you really put in, right? So if you look at your shop and you're like, man, I've tried everything and I can't really improve more without maybe even spending more, going crazy on designs and stuff, which is not necessary to sell, right? You want a good design, but you can do everything yourself, or you can get it decently done for a relatively cheap price. If your shop looks good and you have good product pictures and you run ads, paid ads, and you don't really get sales, when I say don't really get sales, if you don't get any sales in a month and you've been running paid ads, there is some issues. Now, the issue can also lay in the ads itself, right? So what you want to do is you always want to change your ads. So if you run Facebook ads, you don't get any results, you have to change the ad creatives, you have to change the targeting, you have to change maybe from Advantage Plus to manual bidding, or you have to change the ads around, try new things. Even if you're not a professional fucking ad guy, just try to change things around, see what works. If it's still not working, well, maybe you're on the wrong platform. Maybe Facebook is just not the right ad platform for you, which Facebook is pretty decent for almost everything, but could be. So you should try Google. If you also don't sell any on Google, or just super less, and you try TikTok as well, man, organic, forget it, you may just have to let go and try to build a new shop, because you can't get too stuck up in it. You can't. Let me put it this way. Don't get too much damage on one shop to yourself. If you stick to one shop for too long that don't work, you get discouraged and you get you just think, fuck, this shit is not working, right? And then you totally stop doing dropshipping at all. You have to kind of realize, maybe talk to people, talk with people in a community, or go on subreddits or something, try to find people you can trust and talk to them maybe and see, look, man, I've been running this shop, I spent $500 on ads, I didn't get any sales, or very little. What should I do? What do you think? Maybe the product is wrong here and there. You can always do more research and see if it's the product, if it's, if the demand is just not there, which I always say, you should do that first, right? But let's just say you jumped right in. and you build a shop and you run ads without really doing a lot of research, which is wrong. Then yeah, you know, then you have to just let go. And here's another thing. If you have a product that you do sell, but you're not profitable, that's a bit more tricky. So in that case, you may be able to actually get the shop up and running profitable and very good. You have to really figure out where the issue is. Don't be afraid to higher your prices. So let's say you have your shop for like a month, you've been running ads, you get sales, but you're not profitable. You're always like $100, $200, $300, $500 in minus. You're losing money. But you think the product works though. Like, I'm selling, right? But I'm spending too much on ads. Well, that's a good thing actually, because you know the product works, that people want it. There are people out there who want it. Now what you have to try to do is, really, I would just suggest, just higher the price so you're profitable. See what happens. Don't worry. Like, if you sell it for $30 now and you're not profitable, you're losing, let's say, $5 on every product. Up the price to $40. Just see what happens. Just do that for like a week. And your problem may be solved right there and then. If that's not the case, always check your branding. Is your branding right? Do I look like a high quality brand? Do I look worth $40? Now, if you did all this, if your branding is fine, people still don't buy for $40 and you have to sell for $30, otherwise the people don't buy. Now what you can do is, you can try to source the product for cheaper, right? You may have tried that before too. Well, now you can try to find cheaper advertising, okay? So if you currently advertise on Google, try Facebook. Facebook's a little cheaper. If you do Facebook, you can try TikTok. Now, if you already do it on TikTok and you're not profitable, now you really have to think. What you can now do is, you can add more products to your shop and try to upsell people. So let's say you have this one product where you're not profitable at all. Now you try to find products that fit the niche and you sell them for a good profit, that you mitigate the loss from the one product, okay? I have a product where I don't really make much profit, but very little people buy it as a single product. They always buy more. Try add more products, see if that works. And again, if it doesn't work, man, or pause your shop and build a new one if you can't let go. I understand that it's a lot of work that goes into those shops, you know, especially in the beginning. You try your best and everything, and this is good. You should. But there's just one point sometimes where you just have to say, fuck it, man, you know. And then what you can also try to do is sell the shop, even though you didn't get any sales. You can still sell. Like, there are people who buy shops that are just built, okay? Maybe get $1,000 for your shop, start a new one, okay? And do more research in the beginning, because as more research you do up front, as less trouble you have later, especially when it comes to pricing. Like, I understand that you want to sell, right? And that's our goal, but you can't price so low that you lose money, you know? Like, if that's your strategy, if you have a strategy in mind where you like lose on one product and you add other products, or you build up an email list but break even, that's fine. That's kind of like advanced. But if you start out, don't be afraid to go to a price point where you're profitable. Like, you have to be profitable. You have to be a business. Like, you have to run a business, you know? So if you're not profitable, dropshipping doesn't make sense. No business makes sense, right? So don't get married to your shop. Yeah, try a new one. If it doesn't work out, if you just like smash the shop out in like a couple of days, you know, put average pictures on and don't even run paid ads, then you haven't done enough, right? Like, you can't just try organic with the average shop and then my shop doesn't work, like I don't sell. Yeah, well, you know, there is nothing free in life anymore, you know. Like, of course you can get some sales organic in here and there, but the real business starts when you advertise paid ads, when you start paying for advertising. Okay, now that's it for the video today. If you have any specific question, comment below. I usually reply. Like, subscribe if you haven't, I would really appreciate that, and I see you in the next one.